Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Saturday the 13th of January 2024. It's still dry January and the beer we're going for tonight is from Good Karma. You need to get yours aligned. It is Chakra. And excuse the really dodgy pun there, but Chakra is an alcohol-free British hopped pale ale. It says on the back that we are part of the mindful drinking movement with equality, diversity and sustainability at its core. Chakra is a British hopped pale ale using two of our favourite British hops, North Down and, you guessed it, Ernest. A combo that gives you refreshing pine, spice, apricot, fruity flavours and aromas. Our core range is focused on supporting our local hop and barley farmers close by to where we brew now. This reduces our air miles and creates less carbon emissions, in return doing our bit for our planet, one beer at a time. That is good vibes. Your ingredients are listed as water, barley malt, wheat, oats, hops, hop extract, and potassium sorbate. I got this one from the Wise bartender, and I think I paid about £2 a can for it. So, without further ado, let's get this beer out and into a glass and see what we think of it, shall we? Oh, motherfucker. Ah, well, that was not good. That was not good at all. Lost about half the can. It literally exploded upon opening. My jeans are now wetter than Prince Andrew's armpits, which, let's be honest, was not hard. Unlike, well, there we go. Right, I'll just mop up slightly. Slightly damp, slightly moist. That was a shame. My feet are wet. My jeans are wet. I'm going to smell like I've been down the boozer for too long. The carpet is wet. So not a good start. Not a good start at all. I suspect this one was somewhat overcarbonated. Maybe secondary fermentation in the can. Anyway, whatever is left in here, we're going to attempt to pour into my AF Beer Club glass. So that's the top of the can. It got slightly excited and yeah. Let's pour, shall we? You can tell it's quite an excitable beer. Just look at that. It's a real slow pour and it's just humongous head. So the beer itself is pale. It is clear. It's kind of straw coloured with a massive white head on it. We might as well call it Doug. And for those in the know, a Family Guy, you'll know what I mean. If not, it's a good episode. Yeah, so it looks like a pale ale. You can tell it's quite carbonated by the bubbles coming up in the beer. Let's have a whiff while my legs freeze. Light on the nose, slightly orangey notes as well. It mentions apricot. I am struggling to get the apricot. Give it a swirl. Maybe, yeah, okay, I can see where they're going, but I'm getting more marmalade. So more orangey. So yeah, so it looks all right. It smells light on the nose. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Body's light to medium. It is heavily carbonated, clearly. Flavour is quite light, but it's quite well balanced. You've got a good malt presence. You've got a good hop presence. I'm not necessarily getting the pine. Maybe I can kind of get where the apricot's coming from. I can get where the spice is coming from. It's slightly savoury in that sense. It's almost got that mosaic vibe, even though it hasn't got mosaic in it. Really heavily carbonated. I say balanced, sweet, malty, hoppy. On the evidence of what I've got left in that can, it's quite tasty actually. The finish is simple, it's light, Slightly bitter, touch of bitterness on the back end. And there's that malt really shines on the back end. There's something, like I say, slightly savoury going on as well. Not bad. Not bad tasting, but far too excitable in the can. Let's go to the scoreboard of joy, which didn't get splashed. That says there have been only 46 check-ins, one from a person I know who gave it 4.75, but an average of 339. Let's see what I think of it, shall we? So, we shall try and revisit the pour with what we've got left. Look at it, it's just immediately turning to head. Immediately. There, that's all we've got. Oh, there is yeast. Oh, that we might have the answer, ladies and gents. There is a lot of yeasty residue coming through. That's got to be secondary fermentation in the can that's caused that. But yeah, there's a lot of it. It's like it's been can conditioned, which changes the appearance. I would not want to shake that can. That would have been a bomb in waiting. Now it just looks like Stifler has been to the oh dear. Anyway, it's a little paler than I would like. I would like a little more colour. You may not be able. Yes, you can. Just about. Can you see it? Can you see it, ladies and gents, boys and girls? I don't know. I can. Anyway, it's a bit pale for my liking. I would like just a touch more, but on the whole, I'm going to give it the 0.75. Otherwise, it looks really quite nice. The aroma, light. Hints of marmalade. Touch of the apricot. Maybe a hint of the spice, but I'm not getting the pine on the nose. I quite like what I smell, but I just want a fair chunk more of it. It's a 0.5 for me. The body, I am going to take the carbonation into consideration here. It's light to medium, though, behind that carbonation. If that carbonation was reduced, it would be very, very good. But in the meantime, I'm just going to give it good, which is a 0.5. The taste, I do like the taste. You've got that balance of malt and hop. You've got that hint of orange, maybe the apricot, a touch of savoury, which could equate to spice, I don't know. But nevertheless, I quite like it. It's a decent strength in the mouth as opposed to the nose. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. And the finish, it's all right. It's all right. It's balanced. You've got arguably a reasonable length to it. It's sweet. The malt really sings on the back end. And again, it's pretty decent. So I'm going to give it the 0.75 again. Which means we've got 0.75 out of 5 from me. So, it can't have the full bonus, because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. A value for money, if I had a full can, I would say yes. I didn't. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and put a question mark. I'm not going to say a no, because the mantra that I had was really nice, and that represented really good value for money. This one I just think is a bit of an anomaly can, so benefit of the doubt there. Would I buy it again? On the strength of the flavour alone, yes, I would, and I hope I wouldn't get another can that is quite as lively as this one, ladies and gents, boys and girls. So yeah, it's got 3.75 out of 5 from me, with a bonus point for sure for the buying again. So yeah, there we go. It's been a wet one tonight. I'll try and take a picture of the wetness. I may or may not. I don't know. May have looked like I've done something unpleasant, but nevertheless, the beer was tasty, despite being heavily overcarbonated. Like I say, it looks like secondary fermentation in the can. I wouldn't mind betting if I took a peek inside there. There's a little bit more of the yeast residue. Anyway, yeah, tasty beer. Very, very bubbly. But otherwise, not bad. Not bad. So we're going to leave it there and say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons and my wet legs. Choose any combination of them as you wish, including my wet legs. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.